Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legion Does Reviews, episode number 2. Now, today we're going to be reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, if you could not tell. I got the game playing in the background because I figured it'd be a lot of fun to watch that. So, I just got back within the last probably hour from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and wow. Can I say that was probably the most fun I have had at the movie theater in a little while, to be honest. It was so good. The movie was so good. The nostalgia was on point. The script was on point. The acting was on point. I loved it. James Marsden, I think he played a wonderful hometown hero, a down country hometown hero. There are going to be spoilers in this, so just if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this. Actually, no, I take that back. There will not be spoilers. I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want to do that. It is opening weekend still. There's still one more day left for the long 4-day weekend. So no spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. I said it again, no spoilers. James Marsden, obviously, anybody who's seen the trailer, he plays a hometown sheriff. So I think he did a great job of encompassing that role of what it means to be a hometown, small town law enforcement officer. I think he did a really great job. He's got the great role for that. He's got the great personality for that, and just to be that little I guess that unsung hero, so to speak, like going, did a great job with that. So, as for the visuals of the movie, I thought they were really good. The CGI was on point, like going, the design of Sonic was on point. The redesign was obviously phenomenal, and it portrayed very well over to the movie. Jim Carrey's performance, I think he really sold it, is Dr. Robotnik. There was some nice little Easter eggs between the interaction of him and Sonic. I really enjoyed that. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but there are some Easter eggs in there that fans of the original franchise, the original games will pick up on and stuff like that, and just the saga of the legacy of Sonic, like going, obviously there are cartoons and stuff like that too. I was born in 1985, so I grew up in the 90s, like going, so I remember all that stuff. I think Jim Carrey did a really good job. He encompassed that role very well. It had a very 90s feel, Jim Carrey, which is great. I think Jim Carrey did some of his best work in the 90s. So I really enjoyed that, just that sporadicness, just kind of that craziness, and even just to be the funny, being really funny. There was one moment that I thought was slightly over the top, but you know what? It didn't ruin the movie. It didn't even really impact the movie. It was just like, it's just kind of a goofy Jim Carrey moment, and I think y'all will know what I'm talking about when you see the movie. So, what else can I say? I mean, I think the surprise at the end was definitely worth the wait. So you don't have to stay too long. It's just like that initial credits, like going, to where they show the animations and stuff, like the gameplay and the different animations over the years. With the names going across this, the showing the names on each individually on the screen, like, oh, so you only have to wait till the end of that. Like, once it gets to the credits, just a black screen that rolls up, like, go home. But boy, that reveal, I'm very excited about that reveal. They did such a good job. It's having a stellar weekend. And I'm so excited to report that it's having a stellar weekend. People are shelling out to see this movie, and thank God they are, because I am so tired of Hollywood telling us, hey, well, we're going to do this movie for you, but we're going to do it our way, and only our way, and if you don't like it, you're nothing but a bunch of babies, and blah, blah, blah. And that nonsense that the media tried to push with Birds of Prey, it was just obnoxious. I don't have a problem with Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey didn't even really have that many issues. but it's just you get the media that just wants to just and then you get these actors that want to just shut up. You're hindering these movie studios from doing what they got to do. Like going, so it's absurd. But you know what? The fact that Sonic had some problems and Jeff Fowler addressed those, like going, God bless him for it. Like going, because this movie was so good. It was really good. If I had to rate it, I'd honestly probably give it like a 93% out of 100. Like there were not a lot of problems that I saw with the movie. I never found myself looking at my watch, so there were no dead moments. It was funny. It was fast paced from the get go. And it told a great story from the get-go. I think the story was phenomenal. I loved how they did it. I loved the music in it, like going not just I don't know. I think it encompassed the movie really well. The buddy cop kind of thing, kind of like Sonic and Tom. That's James Marsden's character's name. They did the whole buddy cop thing really well and played off each other really well. So good job to Ben Schwartz and James Marsden. Good job to Jim Carrey for encompassing Dr. Robotnik and like his psycho cynicism. And I don't know, guys. I think the fact that it's doing so stellar at the box office is something I'm so thrilled about. Like I think it's on par right now to be quite possibly the biggest opening weekend for a video game adaptation. I think it's sitting. I think when I looked earlier was sitting at like $56 million or something like that, and it was gonna be moving more towards like 64 million this opening weekend. So with the possibility of the worldwide final total for this weekend being somewhere close to, I believe, $100 million worldwide. So obviously those numbers are still rough. They're still calculating stuff like that. But go see the movie. If you have not seen this movie, this is the most fun you're going to have in the cinemas right now. Like the movie is fun from start to finish. There's no lull. The interactions between the actors are great. Like it's top notch all the way around. I can't say that anymore. Like it was such a great film. I mean, I heard kids in the theaters laughing at the movie and cheering at the movie, and I'm talking about kids that are like 5 years old. They don't know what Sonic is. This is their first interaction with Sonic. And then of course there were adults in the movie theaters. Like I saw it with my buddy. He was laughing. Like there were people around me that they were laughing. It was a good time. It's a flat out good time. If you want to have a good time with the family or your significant other, your girlfriend, whoever, your buddies, used to play Sonic with as a kid, go see this movie. Like it's not just a family movie. It's a solid nostalgia, love letter to the franchise. It's not over the top. Like I think it was well done. So I highly recommend go see it. Like it was a phenomenal movie. I hope everybody has a safe President's Day weekend. You guys have a great time. Always be safe, and I hope you enjoy the Sonic movie. And we will definitely talk to you next time. Y'all be safe. We'll see ya.